Welcome back, everyone, to me rolling the rock truck as I go along here. We're back to more gold mining. Actually, we're back to almost getting ready for a cleanup. One that I'm actually kind of curious and excited for at the same time. Because this time we actually have a bit of run time. Oops. Let's make sure that we're spinning in the right direction here. We have definitely cleaned out a large section now, but we are also going to have to do some serious thinking of reclaiming this site. I say that because we're running out of ground. Alright, I'm going to turn around. No, I don't think that was Janis Joplin. Actually, I don't even know who sang that song now. Yes, I am looking it up. If anybody's wondering. Bonnie Tyler, that's who it was. Yeah, it's to the point where you get to that certain age and it's like, who sang that song? Tonight on DJ Center, remembering what it was like when we were growing up. Alright, Mr. Truck is full. Well, I'm also just dumped the rest of the little... There was like dust in there, eh? So this little patch doesn't have much in it, but we're going to clean it out and then we're going to walk our way backwards here. Yeah, we don't actually have that much for squares left. I mean, I chewed through more of those ones back there, but they're more up front. But currently, we have 32% sitting on those mats. And our mechanic was fixing stuff. Unfortunately, didn't have time to fix the thing that was broken the most, and that was the truck. But did keep the wash plant up and running. So yeah, we're sitting at 33% sitting on the plant. Water's dried up again. No flowing water. Well, it's a good thing you have a water tower then, huh? I mean, I got 9,000 ounces sitting ready to be smelted. I'm pretty sure we're sitting at around, probably around 8. I couldn't see us actually having more than that since the last time we did it. We didn't actually gain overly that much. About 88. Like I said, it wasn't as much as one would have thought. But we'll try to chew through as much of the ground as we possibly can here, and then we'll move on. See if we can reclaim it. It costs about $1 million to reclaim, but pretty sure when we have 20 or 30,000 ounces, I don't think we have to worry about how much it's going to cost to reclaim the ground. Might cost us a little bit to reset up everything, but then again, at a certain point, we just buy everything. We don't have a loan, we have $2 million in the bank. 9,000 ounces gold. I can go for quite a few days just mining. I don't have to worry about, yeah, it costs 250,000, whoop-de-doo. do believe the mechanic is fixing the part on the ground. Good on him, I guess. In the dark edges cross looking like that, it looks like something off Borderlands. The dark shading. There's 19% of the load. It doesn't seem like we're doing much, but we're actually moving a lot. We were just checking the puppy. Just make sure that he's actually sort of quasi laid down. He was active for a while tonight. I mean, active. That pup activated in a way that we don't necessarily want to talk about. And all I can say is his brother was giving him some information we're not really comfortable with. And no, his brother is not another dog, it's actually a cat. But unfortunately, that cat, well, nothing phases him. Alright, this patch I was gonna say isn't really worth digging, but apparently it just turned yellow, so it all of a sudden is worth digging? Okay, I'm not really sure. Well, honestly, there isn't much left out of it, so maybe we might want to check to see the gold map here. Still 500. I know there's still some in here, but I just can't dig. It's too deep. Down here, yeah, we didn't leave too much. Here there's still 515, but it's way down deep. Still got another. That one's got 352 left in it apparently over here. Let's see if I can sort of straighten myself out here. Oh, I can probably guess where that extra is. I bet I can actually get down a little bit more with this one too. $74. 35% on the mats. Kind of would be nice to have at least 40% sitting on the mats before we actually do the wash up tonight. I am very curious to know how much we're going to get. I mean, I'm hoping for on average of 4,000 ounces per 10%, but there really is no guarantees in that. I mean, it'd be nice to see 16,000 ounces sitting there, but and gold weighs, well, I'm down a little bit right now, but still not bad. If we even got 10, that pushes way up over here, which is pretty good. But then again, we don't know. Maybe the ground that I've dug over there was super rich. It was actually. So the possibilities are there that all of a sudden we were digging 2,000 to 3,000 ounces. Maybe not over here. I'm getting down a little bit more on that corner, so digging down, digging down. I'm not sure how much more I'll dig out of here because I think it's already 362, yeah. I did get a bit more out of here too. And 15. Then we're back into the good stuff. Alright, back it in another load. Yeah, this stuff is nowhere near as rich as the stuff up ahead, so definitely want to try to get the better stuff. Still not going to argue it because we're still chewing through it way quicker than expected. Alright, let's park this thing fairly close here. Okay, there's 1,500 in that other one. I actually need to move over just a bit. There we go. And I think the truck's just about the perfect distance away now. There we go. Now I should be able to get down more. There we go. Get the good stuff at the bottom. And this square being 1,500, that's not going to take us very long to clear it out. don't realize how deep that is until you actually look at the excavator. %. There we go. Yeah, I'm missing the corner a little bit, but in one fell swoop, what do? Too worried about that. That was down to 310, that one's down to 1281, so about 300 ounces of load. Right now I'm averaging actually pretty close to 4,000 ounce or yards of dirt a day. We are actually moving quite a bit. So I'm kind of hoping for that ounce a yard at least. That's sort of the minimum. Yep, just put the teeth of that right through the top of that. That's not going to take us long to go through that 1200. We'll drop our averages down a bit. That's okay as long as we can move the yardage. Hoping we can anyways. Let me get back into the 2000s real quick. Still not too bad when you really consider what it was when they last did it. And I went through the good stuff. I think we left off basically here, so I did another 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, basically 11, and 12 squares. So at least if I was averaging in theory, for how much we've moved, and if we averaged even 1,500, that's 18,000 ounces. I still don't know about that, but we'll see. We only have 700 ounces left in the one underneath the excavator. And even yet, there's not that much ground there. Actually severely thinking I should be moving. over half the yardage or dirt is moved out of there. I think I'm averaging about 4 or 5 truckloads a square. We don't have that much left. Maybe on the bottom, but not at the top end. Top end's missing. I don't know if we can do 3 squares at once, but we'll try since we're sort of working our way back and forth across it. The outside ones don't have that much left. It'll probably be after midnight before we do the cleanup. We've been running a full day non-stop without doing cleanups. We have a mechanic for worker. We got a, I think it's a rock truck driver. And we've got a conveyor hopper guy. I think we're starting to peel into the next one too. I hit that little sweet spot down there. Even get dirt from the other adjacent one, which is good because that's where the good gold lies. It's hiding in the very bottom edge. Backing up, backing up, backing up, a load of dirt. Alright, I'm gonna fill this thing up again too. Go down to like 40% on the generator. We've used a lot. Probably still have my flashlight on. That's filling up. 406, I'd say. Just we'll clean up that edge. Then we go back to this one, maybe this one. 18 and 11, 22, 22, 19, and 21. Those are good high paying areas. 9:30 my time. I'll stop what I'm doing and we'll do the cleanup. So about 30 minutes we'll do the big cleanup. Hopefully by then though. Hopefully by then we've actually got a good chunk more taken out. So it's 1800 that little square up ahead. 5. Just a touch in this corner. Oops. Mm, 39%. We should be actually pretty close, I think. So I was hoping for about 4,000 ounces per 10. At 40, in theory, we should be around 16,000. If we're averaging 1,500 though, with 12, 13 square, oh, that's 13 squares now. Yeah, right. 19,500. I kind of don't think so, but getting nice amounts of gold out of here yet. I have to say that one's probably pretty close. We're down to about 320 left on the last one. Map, leaderboards. So if we did get around the other, if we did get about what we're thinking, we'd be around here. But let's take a look at the gold map here. 304, yeah, that's not bad. We'll finish off this truck right now with what's left down here. That wasn't on here by any means. Yep. I think it actually might buy a couple of them. The hydraulic hoses, that is. You know what? We'll also do this. Because it also doesn't cost that much to do. Anyone are you waiting? Nope. Yeah, see, we got the rock truck, plus we got the mechanic. When store parts, we want hydraulic. We bought 4 of them. Because sooner or later other things are going to break, so we need it. What do we actually have on here now? 39%. Actually looks like it's coming out from the one beside it, but we'll fix this one. It looks red. Alright, we're back in business. Alright, I guess I wound up. I found the ladder. Alright. There we go. Problem solved in a matter of seconds. Alright, one more good bucket from the corner here, or down from amidst. We actually did get quite a bit out of that section. That was a good solid 1500 one. $270. Yeah, we got even more out of there. Just getting into my drink here. Yeah, it's definitely going to be the largest gold wave we've done yet. Just because it's the most we've ever had on the mats while we cleaned up. That didn't work out well. Basically just have the nugget tier and the wave table that we use. I guess I could move the wave table and everything up too. Alright, yes I am moving it that close because we are going to grab this guy. We're going to back it out of here. And we're going to travel him all the way back down over here. And these two over here. 18 and 11. And the 11 I think is the outside one that we didn't actually, yeah, it is a bit missing because we didn't retest it. It was probably 3,000 ounces. Next time we'll just buy all the necessary stuff to check everything. Do all the drill sample holes and everything. Well, I can just keep digging out the side. Actually going pretty quick. We don't have that many squares left though. Oh, this is 41. Okay, we can park that there. I'm curious again. Yeah, we didn't take that much out. Of course, I did get a few scoops from the other side too. That one said 1150 before, right? 1133. Yeah, we didn't get that much out of there. Getting down like that, though, we will. Pull from the very bottom edge. There's 93. Well, this little square disappeared quickly, didn't it? Still 22. Yeah, 700 missing out of there already. Oh, I guess I could just kept driving and turn around. That 1100 won't take long either. About 14 more minutes and we can do the cleanup. What am I hoping for? I'm hoping for at least 15,000 ounces, but we'll see. I've moved a lot of dirt in the time to really give this one a good showing. Alright, let's switch over again. There's 19. As I said, it doesn't really take long when you're actually moving like this. Just a tiny little corner left of it. And to be quite honest, we're already getting into the next one. Now it's sitting at 22. There we go. No, 42%. Hey, we might actually, by the time we get to 9:30, we might be sitting at 45% at this current rate. At that rate, we might actually be doing pretty good. Since I am moving backwards a little bit, I'll do it like this. Yeah, just an eerie little sliver left there now. 476. This one's already down to 2. So yeah, we've taken 1,400 ounces out of there, supposedly. So I say, if I keep up my rhythm, I'll get this one cleared up in no time. Hmm, 8 o'clock. If I can get her down to about 200. $373 and 2. We took another 100 ounces out of it. Well, we went from 32% on the mats tonight to 43, 44. This big giant wash plant, though, could you imagine what if you actually did solid gold weighs each time at 100% mats? This thing would be endless. Well, I guess it's going to be 43% after that. For a second there I was going, just burped a hot dog. When did I have hot dogs? Oh, about 3 hours ago. Like how it took me that long to figure it out. I wonder when I had this. Oh, wait a minute, I just had it. I think we had about 60,000 ounces total in this cut when we started. I think that's what it roughly was. So will I have an 80,000 ounce cleanup? No. No, I will not. Will I have a solid one that might be between, I think it's probably going to be 10 to 15. I mean, that's still decent cleanup, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about that at all. About 7-8 more minutes and we'll do a cleanup. We run a lot of trucks yet. Alright, how many these damn things have I run? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's if we can get 14 out of here. I would be 20 with 1,000 ounces. Somehow I can't see that. Alright, let's dip into this 2,000 ounce guy and see where we go with it. Ooh, that was getting sketchy. It was mostly the machine was not sitting on anything. I'll fill this truck right up and then we'll see how much of the 2,000 is missing. Because all of a sudden we actually did get a good corner of this taken out. So that one's gone. Holy crap. Really? There's no way that truck has 1,700 ounces in it. Holy crap. We found the good spot. And we mined it out in a second. Well, that's 44%. We still have a couple more trucks we could do. Since I had to move backwards quite a bit, I have to park the truck out here again. Maybe I found the mother lode in this spot. Oh, it's still marked in yellow, so that means there's still got to be something in it, despite what it says. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe this might be the last truck then. At 45%. Let's see. Yep, let's shut her down. Let's see. Because realistically, when you look at it, we'll say in about 100 almost. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 squares. Again, with 13 squares. So that'll be the next way. I don't know if it'll be 44 or 45% or not. It might just be like maybe 30. Well, you never know. It might be 40%. Let's go with gold way before we reclaim. Alright, let's go down to the pickup truck. So I really do want to put some fuel in that generator. It's getting low. And then I'll fill it up and I'll fill up the excavator again. Yeah, 45%. I mean, in theory, it should be a really good way and clean up. But we won't know until we actually clean it up. How much more do we have up top here? There we go. Last of it's going through. I think that was a notification saying that there's somebody there billing or something. I will take a look. Oh, the tank was refilled. That's okay. That's what it was. Good thing I read the chat before it got all the way out there and went, oh crap. This thing's got 47. It's not enough to fill up that guy, I know, but we can dump it. What's the rest of this in here? Alright, time to shut the plant and everything down. We'll put what's ever left in here into here. That's pretty close to 46%. Okie dokie, let's get this thing loaded up and see. Just because I am very curious. It's empty and we know. There's the first 100% pail. %, eh? There's another 100% pail. This just rolls down the hill and all the good stuff's lost. 47%. That's gonna be a good cleanup. That's not even a lie, that is gonna be a good cleanup. That one completely ran out, and I think it's only 3/4 of a tank, but we'll get it up here and check it out. Yeah, okay. Back to here. There's the first 100% pail. It'll probably back end up down here, but well, not quite. The tank is refilled again. Alright, this gets us over 50%. Okay, I gotta go refill this tank again before the end of the night. Alright, let's get these mats off here. The last dirty ones here. Should be at least one more pail of full material. This is going to be the big one. Last time we only had 88 to 100 ounces. So we have a pretty good number to beat. 63, and this is the first pail. This should be actually the last pail. I couldn't see it going up too much more. Yep, 65%. Puts that up to 70. So that's gonna be a good cleanup. Let's just finish up cleaning, making sure everything's good to go for next time. Alright, let's do it. Not going up as quick as I'd like it to. Still going up pretty good. $19 is 10. So not as much as what we were really hoping for, but still a larger cleanup. Still puts us over 10. And gold map, gold way, gets us back up to contention. So yeah, 30. Where is the old man? We know he's here somewhere. Oh, Cheater got knocked off his reign. Oh, there's the old man. So he's doing pretty good. Well, I think the biggest thing is we will have run to town quickly as soon as we get this thing filling up, and then we can mine again. We moved and processed 3,900 yards of dirt, ate 10,000. Not bad at all. Can't get much more efficient than what we are. Yeah, it was pretty close. Well, let's smelt 19,000 ounces. See what that does to it for us. And moving everything and doing everything on the other one just isn't worth it. Best place for us is just Nighthawk. Can't do any upgrades. That cost us close to $800,000 to process. This is a box that is worth millions. Poor truck doesn't have suspension. That might actually be the largest amount of gold that I've ever smelted and took to town for processing. $23 million? Wow, it was pretty bloody close. Yeah, pretty close to 23 million. Yeah, we're doing not bad. If I need a loan, I could also do 15 million. I don't think there's anything out there that we could buy for that much. Nighthawk 2.4, we bought it. 10 million for Waterfall, but it's just not worth it. Expected gold is medium, but you can get gems with it, which we never have yet. We never have. We can blow up rocks and stuff, but can you blow up other ground? And want to try it. We have 24 million. What's going to cost us to blow something up? Now we have explosive fun. Well, it's good gold weight. We might as well end with a bang. Oops. Yeah, just blew up a bunch of things. Because I'm sure you could just go to a hardware store and buy TNT. I don't know what one does. Maybe we make extra gold. I don't know. We have lots of blinky in the back. But the truck would disappear if we blew it up. We're not going to use it on really good gold areas. But I am curious to know about over here. So let's plant that there. We might be too close. So those ones are red, but that one's green. So let's go over here. E. Oh, fair enough. Nice. That levels off a really nice platform. Nice, because that's probably out here somewhere. And that is the ultimate for taking off a layer of overburden. Kind of like it. Do we have anything that has overburden? Yes, this one, 465. Very corner one. Let's take one. See if we can clean some overburden off. Make it more gold rich. I am curious now. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Okay, which one's 465? One that's stuck out. This one. 9. E. Too close. There we go. Noise. Full map. Look at this. No overburden. Yes. This is good. So 440 right above it. Let's plant another one. That is the easiest way to clear overburden. We have discovered something fun. It actually takes off a pretty good layer, so we could really do some nice stuff. Alright, let's do a couple here so that we can maybe work with this, because it does a really nice job of leveling it here. Let's grab 2 of them. Let's see if we can do these 2 areas. And maybe 1 more out. The next one here. That's nice. Dirt builds up a little bit around it, but it's not bad. Oh, so I should have had the explosions a little closer. Let me clean that up. We have another stack that we can do right here. Alright, let's play with this. There we go. Yeah, a little bit of dirt built up on the outside, but man, what this does. Hardly any overburden. No overburden. A little bit on 490, but who cares? I can get the machine down there for that. That's nice. We found an easy way to clear overburden. Effectively beautiful. Which means all the other stuff we could have actually done. This stuff, it doesn't have overburden. This stuff is probably some of the best gold rich material on the frickin' plane of existence. But unfortunately that's going to be it for me tonight. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And of course, if you guys have enjoyed and you're new here or whatnot, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Best way to support both channels. And of course you can do that on the YouTube side. Below the video in the house scroll in the bottom right corner. Some say he's the king of explosives. I'm thinking he's kind of not the right guy to be playing with those things. I mean, saw what I did with Claim. Could you imagine what an imbecile would do? So I mean, smack him upside the head, push up button. Flip over to Kick side, hit the follow and subscribe over there as well. The link is in the description below, so on the YouTube side. And the YouTube is in the description below on the Kick side. So make sure to check that out. And we'll see everyone on the